My guest today is a hilarious comedian. She's a regular at the Hollywood Improv and the Hollywood Laugh Factory. She's performed at the Just for Laughs Festival and the Netflix is a Joke Festival. And in November, she's going to be performing at Second City in New York at the Black Box Theater. Oh, it's going to be a good one today, folks. Audrey Stewart, welcome to Are You My Veggie Mate?
Yay! I'm so excited. Dan, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. Have you had Vegemite before?
No, so you sent this to me and it took everything in my power to not kind of open it and go ham on it.
You can crack it open now. Give it a good whiff.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's interesting, all right.
And it's an interesting yeast and the yeast extract is what
Yes, it's the byproduct. It's the byproduct of beer. It's what's left when you're done making beer.
I was like, do we have to put the word yeast on the jar?
Yeah, it has, okay, yeah, it has a connotation, yes, but it's not like that.
I know. I bet it's going to be so good. I'm actually really excited.
God damn it, Audrey. All right, now, so what? Before we get going here, we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor. If you're an Aussie expat living in America, what's the one thing you miss? Pies, meat pies. Aussie Pies and Sausages, based here in Los Angeles, California, bake their pies fresh daily and ship to all 50 states. They've got steak pies, curry pies, lamb pies. They even have vegan pies. That's right, I said it, vegan pies. They also have a pie called the Mighty Pull, which is braised beef in good old Vegemite. They've even got sausage rolls, and they do party pies and cater for private events. Desserts? Did you say desserts? Yes, they've got Aussie pavlovas, caramel slices, and they've got lamingtons. We had a vanilla slice, but yeah, I ate that while we were getting set up to film. Yeah, it was yummy. Sorry. So, folks, go to AussiePiesAndSausages.com and get some pies and sausage rolls delivered to your house and support an Aussie-owned business in the US. Cheers. All right, Audrey, grab your jar. Give it a good whiff. That's the best way to get a good go on this thing. Oh, it's got some umami about it.
Okay.
Is that what they call it? Is that what the fancy people call it? Is umami? Is that what they call smell when something smells funky and you're just like, I don't know what that is.
I don't even know. I've never heard the word umami for it, but I've seen people just.
I've been watching Food Channel. I think that's what they say.
I don't watch any of the Food Channel. It actually stresses me out. I can't cook, and it reminds me that I can't cook. And it reminds me I need to get my life together every time I watch the Food Channel.
Well, this is in 80% of Australian households. Okay, I wouldn't do anything to you that could hurt you. Now you got your toast there. You got plenty of butter on your toast.
And this is an example of how I can't cook. This is my third toast I tried to make this morning. All the other ones burned, by the way. And this is the best it is. And I was like, I'm just going to use this toast. And honestly, I like a little burn. I like a little burnt toast.
Well, yeah. I'll show you why it's nothing to be scared of, okay? This is the embarrassing part. I told you something was embarrassing earlier. I keep losing butter knives in my kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And I finally lost my last butter knife. So now I'm using the backside of a fork as a butter knife. So honestly, I think that's about the most dude thing ever.
Probably better than a butter knife.
I'm telling you, look, if it was bad, I wouldn't be able to do this. Look.
All right, so
raw dogging it straight off the spoon is fine.
It looks, the dark color is getting me. Okay, so I put the butter on the toast.
Okay, you got the butter on the toast, all right?
Yeah.
That's done?
Yep.
Okay, now I go strong with mine, all right? I go strong. You should go half speed. This is strong. Not recommended for you.
Okay.
Think half what you would do with peanut butter. Half.
Okay.
Because this is strong. This is not a good gauge. What I'm doing is that's on some next. I'm on next level.
Okay, I put.
Oh yeah, that's a good. You're jumping off at a good point. That's good. You don't go any more than that. That's what's done is done at this point.
Oh God. And this is like an Australian, like everybody loves Vegemite.
This is the icon. This is what we eat in Australia. Now, give us a good shot up here of what you got going on. Give us a side by side. Oh.
It looks like it's molded. Is really what it looks like. It looks like it's been found on the recessed pave top.
Right. Well,
That's been out
Audrey,
there for
this
3 weeks.
is listen, get ready because this is where Australians in America and all over the world, back home as well, we find out, Audrey Stewart, are you our veggie mate?
Oh my god.
Cheers.
Okay. Okay. Cheers. Huh.
Oh,
It's interesting. It's good. I like it.
does it get a thumbs up?
It gets a thumbs up, and I'm gonna be honest. I smelled it, and I was like, "This is gonna be the worst. This is gonna be a bad start to my morning." I said, I love Dan. I'm gonna do this for Dan." But then, it's actually pretty good.
That's awesome.
But the smell is different than the taste.
Very much so.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Dan, this is good. It kind of reminds me of like a little bit of mushroom truffle.
You should see it with cheese. Oh my God. With melted cheese on it. Fucking shut the front door. It's awesome.
Do you have to order this from Australia?
Nah, they ship it from Ireland, actually, funnily enough. It's made in Australia, but they ship it from Ireland on Amazon. So I don't know how it comes in. It comes in. I think your jar has an Irish distribution on the back of it.
I'm looking at nutrition facts too. Because like, what would you equate this to?
That's the metric. Good luck. That's the metric system. You won't have a chance on that. It's all kilojoules.
I literally am like, what the hell is happening on this? My Apple Watch did that during a race. It was going on kilometers. I said, I don't know where I am.
Well, have you tried any other Aussie foods before, or is this your first one?
I think this is my first one. I've never been to Australia. I'm friends with Australians. I love Australians. I wish.
What scares you about Australia? Why wouldn't? Is there anything that scares you about it?
No, nothing scares me about Australia. Honestly, like, truthfully, I just have not traveled outside of the U.S. as much as I should. But I will say this. I did have some friends in college. Everybody wanted to study abroad. People were like, I'm studying abroad in Australia. It's going to be insane. And then they studied abroad in Wollongong. And they said it was just not.
And can you say that word again for me?
Am I saying it wrong? Am I going to get attacked?
Say it again.
Wollongong? Wollongong?
Sorry. Yeah, Wollongong?
What is it? How do you say it?
Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Yes. Wollongong.
Wollongong. But they were like, they said they went, and it was still so beautiful and fun. But.
Well, no, I can tell you right now, and this is going to get me a little bit of hate, Wollongong is kind of shitty. So, I mean, that's the low bar for Australia.
That's where everybody was like able to study abroad from my college.
Well, of course they're able to study for abroad because no one wants to go to Wollongong. I mean, there's plenty of spots in Wollongong. It's like doing study abroad in Newcastle in Australia. No one wants to go to Newcastle either. Newcastle's like, yeah.
That's
Wollongong, south of Sydney, and yeah, that's about it.
I would love to go to Sydney.
Sydney's the place where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sydney's definitely the place where you need to be. So you got New York coming up. That's gonna be cool.
I got New York coming up, so that's gonna be fun. Headlining a show out there, a little 50-seater, intimate. Right now, I'm deciding my dad lives in New Jersey now, and he was like, I would really love to come. And now it's just this tough thing of like, God, do I let my dad and my stepmom come? Or it's 50 seats. I'm not a clean comic.
I bombed in front of my parents in Australia. First time they saw me perform. Yeah.
See, it's just like it's an automatic, like, I feel like I hear so many stories of like, yeah, my whole family came to see me and it wasn't my best set. I'm like, it's just, that always happens. And what sucks is like, they don't get that having good sets, bad sets, good sets, just part of it. So when we have one bad set, they're like, oh, is that what you're doing out there?
I made a huge mistake. I did material that I've done before. online, and everybody had seen it. I invited a whole bunch of people, a packed house, and all I got was nods and smiles. And I'm like, because they'd seen all the jokes before. The only two people who hadn't seen the jokes before were the guys who booked the event, and they were laughing their ass off.
Oh my
And then I got
God.
to drive home with my parents. My dad doesn't listen to the radio in the car, and we lived outside of the city, so it's driving in the dark with no radio. And after about 25 minutes, my dad turned to me and said, "Well, your confidence on stage is really inspiring."
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
God.
"Oh my."
That is that's the worst. But you know that it's like a bad show when they're like, well, you had good energy. And you say, well, how about I take that energy and I use it to shut my head in a car window? What? I go, what?
Audrey,
Yeah.
thank you very much. You are definitely our Vegemate today.
Oh my
Aussies,
gosh.
Aussies are definitely going to be like, yep, that's the way to go. So now you can, if you ever go down to Australia, you know, and somebody offers you Vegemite, you can go, oh, I like it. I love this shit.
Yeah, whenever I get to go, hopefully soon. I mean, there's no reason for me not to go. It's beautiful there. I'm gonna keep using this for my daily breakfast. This was good.
Right, that's awesome. Where can people find your comedy?
You can just, unfortunately, my digital footprint is chaotic and everywhere. So you can find me on Instagram. It's Audrey Stewart art. Her name is Audrey Stewart, and it was supposed to be like is art, but and people think it's Audrey Stewart. It's just really not. I'm gonna have to change it soon, but you can find me with that, and then you can find my website, Audrey Stewart Comedy, my link tree with all my dates, Audrey Stewart Comedy, and I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube shows. You just Google away and see what you find. Could hate it.
Cool.
Love it.
And you can get me on Dan Green Comedy on Instagram, and you can also follow Down Under LA on Instagram as well for our Down Under comedy shows. We are taking Are You My Vegemate on the road next in November. November 14, we'll be at Roscoe's Comedy Club in Austin, doing Are You My Vegemate on stage. We have myself, Enrique Chacon from the Kill Tony Show. We have Mike Eaton, Rachel Wolfson from Jackass.
Rachel.
Yeah, it's going to be a really cool show and a special guest who will blow your mind. So if you're in Austin, Texas, come and see us on November 14th. It's a Thursday night in Austin at Roscoe's Comedy Club. You can get your tickets at www.downundercomedy.com. It's going to be awesome. I'm currently making the world's largest tub of Vegemite for it.
Wow, what the Dan?
A 5-gallon bucket of Vegemite.
Oh my gosh! Imagine how to get on
my
an
gosh.
with that and custom stops you, and you're like, take a bite.
Audrey, thank you very much for coming on the show. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Good luck in New York. Crush it.
Thanks for having me.